This story seems to be from a manga titled A Swordless Sword Saint, based on the title page. Part 1. Sacred Peak Detol and Feet. The scene opens at a scenic, rugged location. Location: Sacred Peak, DETOL. A small, fox-like creature named Kyui is seen drinking water. A young man with distinctive black and white hair, later identified as Feet, approaches Kyui. Feet, Kyui. Don't overeat though, or you'll get a stomachache. Kyui wants a piece of fruit Feet is holding. Feet, you want that? He gives Kyui the fruit. Feet then looks up at the sky and senses a change. Feet, looks like a storm is coming. Part 2. The Knight's Search. A group of armored knights, part of the Welbaria Royal Knight Order, Royce, are making their way through the wilderness on Detol Peak. Their captain is named Jace, Knight 1. So this is what they call uncharted land. Every monster we ran into was a nightmare. Knight 2. Could he really be living somewhere like this? Knight 3 to Jace. With all due respect, with these sudden weather swings and aggressive beasts, I can't imagine someone living out here. Jace, Captain 2nd Division. There's no doubt about it. The Sword Saint is here, on DETOL Peak. Note, the title page mentions, the Sword Saint. I don't need a sword. I'm already stronger than you, suggesting the main character may be this Sword Saint. Part 3. The Sudden Storm and Cave. Suddenly, the weather drastically changes, matching Feet's earlier prediction. The knights are hit by sudden, torrential rain and wind. Jace. Get to the cave. Now. Jace, to another knight. Put the fire out. Knight. Captain? Jace, something's coming. Jace, after finding the cave. That storm came out of nowhere. It was sunny, just a minute ago. Part 4. The Encounter. The knights sense the presence of someone extraordinary. A bright, glowing figure is seen standing in the rain. Jace, that's Knight 1. That's the insane sword Ruda. This might be a name for the phenomenon or the person. Knight 2. The rain isn't even soaking him. The glowing figure is Feet, who has approached them. Feet. I sensed something strange, so I decided to check it out. Feet. You guys are from WELLDARIA? The captain and his men are shocked and prepared for a fight. Part 5. The Sword Saint is Feet. The tension breaks as Captain Jace reveals he knows the identity of the young man. Jace. Yes, I'm Jace, captain of the 2nd Division of Weldaria's Knight Order. Jace. It's an honor, Sword Saint Feet. Feet is surprised by Jace's formal address and the risk they took to find him. Feet. Whoa, take it easy. Don't tell me you came all this way out here just to see me. Jace. We did. We have a request, one only you can help us with. Feet. So you risked your necks just for that? Feet agrees to hear them out and offers them shelter. Feet. All right. I'll hear you out, at least. Feet. This place is dangerous. We should move if we want to talk properly. Feet. I'll take you to my place. The storm should clear soon anyway. A knight marvels. I can't believe it really cleared up that fast. Can the Sword Saint predict weather? Another knight wonders about Feet's age. He looks way younger than us. Jace. I saw him during the final Demon War. I have no idea. He still looks the same. But yeah, that's him. Part 6. The Request. Feet leads the knights to his hidden, tranquil dwelling, which seems to be a natural oasis. Jace. Here we are. Wow. There's a place like this in these mountains? They pass by various, seemingly friendly monsters. Monsters? Hold IT. Feet. This is a watering hole. Even monsters won't fight over water here. It's too hard. Feet offers them fruit he picked. I don't have tea, but I got some wild apples I picked earlier. Sit wherever. As they settle down, Jace explains his request, focusing on a major institution in their country. Jace. Our country runs a school to train future knights. Image. The Royal First Knight Academy of Weldaria is shown. Jace. That academy we're so proud of. We need you to save IT. Feet. What's that got to do with me? A school, huh? Jace. It's being strangled by uptight noble elites. Jace. Explaining the problem. If you're not a noble, you're not even human. That kind of crap is ruining everything. And talented students are being ignored. Society's still a mess, huh? Jace. But there are plenty of gifted commoners. At this rate, our military will slow. It'll just fall apart. Jace. The proposal. We want your strength to help us change that. Feet. So what exactly do you want me to do? Jace. Transfer into the Knight Academy and shatter those noble brats' pride. Feet. You might be the Sword Saint, but on paper you have no status. Jace, slamming his fist. Their whole system will fall apart. If someone like you beats them up. Feet. PFFT. He seems amused by the idea. 7. Feet accepts the mission. Feet finds the idea of transferring into the academy to knock some sense into the arrogant noble students hilarious and readily accepts the mission, but demands compensation. Feet, laughing. Ah ha ha ha. That's hilarious. I just knock some sense into whoever sneers to ME. Jace, so basically... Exactly. Feet, sure, I'll help. But I want compensation. The king said he'll grant your request no matter what. Feet, deal. He takes a bite of the apple offered by Jace. Part 8, Arrival in the Capital. Feet and the knights travel from the mountain to the capital city of Weldaria. Feet, let's get going then. Feet is visibly excited and overwhelmed by the sight of the bustling city. Feet, OH. Whoa! Feet, this is Central, the capital of Welldaria. Feet, man, cities are nuts. I've never seen half of his stuff. You having fun too, KYUI? Jace, Sword Saint. That animal is... Feet. This is KYUI. He's harmless, so don't worry. Guess he followed me here. Jace is reminded that Feet will be going into the academy undercover. Feet. Hey Jace. Aren't you gonna drop the polite speech? I'm only a commoner, right? Jace, oh right. What if someone here recognizes my face? So no students will. Jace. Still, the fact that the Sword Saint Feet is here will remain confidential. So don't show your face around too much. Feet. Got IT. Part 9, Meeting the King and the Royal Knight Clifford. Feet is brought before the monarch of the kingdom, King Andrias Seville Weldaria. Thank you for coming here. Sword Saint Feet. Indeed, Feet. So you're the King of Weldaria in person. First time we've met, King Andrias. I apologize for not visiting you myself. Feet. No worries. Immediately, a conflict arises with a royal knight present at the court. Royal Knight Clifford Lightning. Man, you're stiff. You can loosen up a little. How dare you, Feet. I appreciate your concern. That place would have eaten you alive anyway. Clifford. Sword Saint or not, mind your tongue with his majesty. Feet. I won't be lectured by Anoborn Knight. King Andrias. Silence. Calm down, Cliff. He's our guest. Clifford. Even if he is the Sword Saint, he's still a commoner. How can we trust our nations to someone like that? Lies. You weaklings were just scared of the demons. You needed an excuse. Feet. You, King Andrias. Enough. Forgive US, Sword Saint. That was shameful of US. Feet. But yeah, it's more and more than I thought. I'm deeply. He seems to be referring to the severity of the noble/commoner prejudice. Part 10, The True Threat. The king reveals the greater political danger driving the need for Feet's assistance. Feet. Iveltreo. That's the demon nation, right? King Andrias. Yes. The kingdom of Iveltreo has been acting strange. They're gathering powerful warlords across the continent. King Andrias. We fear they're preparing for war again. King Andrias. If that happens, we won't be able to stop them. We need noble and commoner alike. That's the only way we can survive. Feet. You're Cliff, right? Royal Knight Clifford, who harbors deep noble prejudice against commoners, is incensed by Feet's presence and the king's request. He immediately challenges Feet. Clifford. Of course I do. You doubt I can serve this country, don't you? Bloodline rules this land. Even if your story is true, I'd never entrust our fate to you. Feet, laughing. Man, people like you make me wonder the king wants to shake things up. Clifford. You. Did you just insult me? I'll prove the Sword Saint is just a relic of the past. Draw your sword. Feet. All right. That's faster anyway. Jace immediately offers a sword to Feet, but Feet declines, shocking the room. Jace. Feet. Your sword. Feet. Don't need it. I don't use swords anymore. Clifford. Are you mocking me? You dare face me barehanded. Feet. Relax, relax. Just watch. P.E. Lunging with his sword. Feet. You've got to put shame. It's rooted on pride. Knight. And yet, Cliff's sword skill is no joke. That's why he's a royal guard. Cliffort's powerful slash is met with Feet's bare hand. Cliffort/onlookers. Why? He stopped it with his bare hand. Feet addresses the defeated knight. Feet. A crooked cause warps the blade. You're wasting your gift. Clifford. I can't move. Feet. Smiling and holding up a knife-like motion with his finger. Guess I'll show you one move. The one they call Sword Saint's technique. Knight. You, without a blade? What tricks? Feet delivers a powerful, invisible attack. Attack text. Bladeless slash. Part 13. The defeat and confirmation. Clifford's armor and sword are shattered by the shockwave of the bladeless slash, confirming Feet's overwhelming power. Clifford, in shock as his helmet and armor break. No way. Clifford Lightning, defeated by a mere child? A filthy commoner like him. Clifford crashes onto the ground, defeated. Feet gestures towards the defeated knight, holding an orb of energy in his hand. Feet, told ya I'd be fine. Jace smiles, relieved and impressed by the display of the Sword Saint's power. The king looks on, confirming the man they recruited is indeed the force needed to save the kingdom. The king then asks Feet about the compensation he was promised. King Andrius, I yield. Your strength is now proven, Sword Saint. Now tell me, once this change is complete, what you want from us. Feet, so generous, huh? If it's within my power, I'll grant IT. Feet, then lend me someone. King/Jace. Lend? Feet. Someone strong. Really strong. Feet. A knight. A thug. It doesn't matter. King. And what would you ask of them? Feet, with a manic, determined smile, points forward and makes his chilling request. Feet. I want the strongest person in this country. Feet. I want them to kill me. Text.